Hello guys, I'm Henry John Griffin, and I do not feel like in a supercomputer mood. Therefore, my brain is nothing like a supercomputer. And I'm not strong, and I'm not powerful, and I'm not capable. I can't do this. I'm not powerful. I'm not strong. My brain is not like a supercomputer. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna tell you something. I just found a great submission website, and it was a music distributor. It said it all on the Google, and it said it was a music distributor. But you know freaking what? If I gotta keep on dealing with Root Note not approving my song, and I gotta keep on dealing with, other distributors not approving my song, such as Root Note, TuneCore, and all of that other shit, all these other programs, I am going to crash April's computer. I mean, I'm gonna say it, if I gotta deal with them not approving my submission, here is a warning. You have been warned. I'm going to corrupt April's files on her personal work computer. I am going to corrupt Slim's personal work files. I am going to corrupt Marnie's personal work files. And I am going to crash Kim Root's personal work files. And I am going to crash Donna's personal work files. And I am going to crash Evan's personal work files. And I am going to crash Rachel's personal work files. And I'm going to crash Alexa's personal work files. And all of that shit. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to put a virus on their network. And I'm going to, corrupt their files and add glitches to their files on their computers. This means I'm going to delete April's files on her school network. I'm going to delete Slim's files on her on his Kessler network. I'm going to hack the Kessler network, meaning I'm going to hack into the Kessler network. I'm going to delete all of Marnie's, Alexa's, Miss Beth's, and also, Rachel's personal files on her Kessler network. I'm going to delete all the files on her Kessler network. I'm going to crash the program, and I'm going to delete the file. I'm going to delete the BIOS. And I mean, I'm also going to shut down her computer, and I'm going to crash her computer, and I'm going to shut down her servers, and I'm going to download a virus into the school network. This means I'm going to hack into the school network and eject a virus. And I'm going to do the same thing with my body, my organic computer. I'm going to eject a virus into my DNA code. And I'm also going to hack those networks that are like somehow with spam. This also means I'm going to corrupt Marnie's desktop. I'm going to corrupt her tables. I'm going to corrupt her scroll bar. I'm going to corrupt her mouse. I'm going to corrupt her keyboard. I'm going to infect her system with a virus. That's what I mean. By Henry John Griffin, I'm going to corrupt everything on Marnie's computer with viruses. And I'm also going to corrupt Miss Beth's computer and add glitches to her files. That's what I'm going to do. Same thing with April's computer. I'm going to crash April's files. I'm going to crash April's programs. I'm going to corrupt April's personal work files. And I'm going to corrupt Slim and April's personal work files. However, her computer is going to crash and get a virus, because I'm going to corrupt April's personal work files. And when I do corrupt them, I'm going to hack them. I'm going to put viruses on them. I'm going to get into April's account. I'm going to bust through her firewall, get into her account, delete April's videos, delete April's pictures, and so forth. I'm also going to get into Marnie's account, and I'm going to delete Marnie's pictures of Rogan. And I'm going to delete Marnie's videos, pictures, photos, and other personal information such as documents, music that is saved on her and April's hard drive. I'm going to delete everything on April's hard drive. I'm going to wipe April's hard drive. And I'm also going to block her Facebook. And I'm going to also block April's whole entire computer. I'm going to lock her out of her computer. I'm going to lock Marnie out of her computer. I'm going to lock Teresa out of her computer. I'm going to lock Fabi. I'm going to lock Sam and Nita out of her computer. I'm going to lock Evan out of her computer, out of his computer. I'm going to lock Emmanuel out of his computer. I'm going to lock Slim out of his computer. I'm going to corrupt his computer. I'm going to block access to April having access to her computer. I'm going to block access to April's IP address. I'm going to track April's IP address. I'm going to track April's IP address by using spyware block. And I'm going to use spyware block to track down April's IP address and track down Evan's IP address. I'm going to lock April's computer so that she can't log in. I'm going to lock April out of her computer so she can't log in. And I'm going to track her IP address and her social certificate. And also security administrator settings being enabled. Security administrator settings being enabled. And I'm also going to disable her firewall and antivirus settings. I'm going to install a intruder on her computer. I'm going to remote control access her computer. And I'm going to erase her files, her songs, her programs, her documents. And I'm going to lock April out of her computer by using an extreme IP address. 192.168.1.1. What's the Kessler IP address? The Kessler IP address. I would say I don't have any idea what the Kessler IP address is, but I'm going to use 192.168.1.1. 192.168.1.1. And you know what? I'm going to use a password. 585-328-57609. And I'm also going to put a virus on one of the staff's computers. And I'm going to track down their IP address. And I'm going to shut down their internet service so that Gregory cannot do morning meeting. I am going to crash the networks in the Kessler Staff Lounge. This also means I'm going to turn off Marnie's Wi-Fi so that her computer loses connection to the internet. That's what I'm going to do. I'm sick of my submission. I'm sick of my music not being distributed to those programs. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Pandora. We're having a hard time distributing music to these radio stations. Streaming radio stations. Like, come on. Having a hard time distributing music to these radio platforms. Man, I'm going to shut down Evan's IP address. I'm going to corrupt Marnie's computer. I'm going to shut down her whole entire Wi-Fi network so that she doesn't have internet anymore. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.